Alright, so since last video, it was kind of rocky. My car head broke down. It was a water pump. I went by AutoZone and they told me that it was a pulley issue, but it wasn't a pulley issue at all. It was actually a water pump that, kind of started other issues, but it's completely fixed. It was taken care of, with little to no effort. It was all God, and he worked through, beautiful people such as my auntie and other people. And, it's just amazing. And it amazed me. It brought me back a little because, I didn't expect it. I thought one chapter was over. I thought that this car and, doing things with this car was over, but God said, no, not yet. So I am completely taken back by his wonders and how he completely maneuver around things that look like failures, but he reveals himself as to be like my comfort, my completeness. He completes me when I need him, and there's nothing else that I can say to explain the feeling of that love, especially when you're not expecting something like that to happen, when you have nothing to do with it. Like my hands was completely off and he just completely fixed it, what was broken. So I am completely wholeheartedly grateful to God for what he's done. No matter the troubles in my life and no matter the troubles in anybody's life, he's always there. And I can't do anything but give recognition to God because he's the one, the beginning and the end. On earth, he's the end on earth, but he's never ends. So yeah.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
I decided to come to the state park to get a little free time and to also dedicate my time to God. As you know, he is the creator of all things, especially nature, which is everything is his nature except for evil. It's my getaway time, as I was explaining, like the last couple of days been kind of rocky. So I make sure, God helps me make sure, that I dedicate my time to him, see his creation, to keep my mind focused on him and nature, and to clear my mind from all the worldly distractions to focus on him. Because as we know, as it says, that we believe that it's going to come a time when trials and tribulations is going to get even worse. And, maybe it won't be so easy to get away from all the distractions with how the world is going. But until I'm in front of our God, bound before him, this is what I prefer: the serenity that he offers, the peace that he offers, his creation to explore, which is a beautiful thing, when it's just you and him and God. So it's beautiful. I can't really put words to it. I'm trying to think of things to say to try to get you to imagine or, comprehend the beauty of it, but there's really no words to describe. You just have to try for yourself. You have to spend time with God yourself. And it may not be to this magnitude when you first take a step, which it can be if you choose it to be. But if you take steps, he will help you complete. If you take baby steps, he will help you complete the full step, because he's the God of completeness. He never leave anything incomplete. And that goes with your hopes, your prayers, and your faith in him. So this is beautiful. It's like I'm making a movie, but I promise you this is not the case. This time is just exploring God's creation.
He grants me being steady. Not like the easiness we all know, but with blessings of steadiness. Not like the pressure of life's growth, but without all the heaviness.
All right, so I admit that, I can't decide who God brings me around, but I can depend on him, who he brings me around. And with that being said, I can't dictate who he brings me around, because I don't know the God's plan for that particular person. And I am speaking particular in this situation with Zacchaeus. I did send him a message earlier when he sent me text messages through Messenger earlier this morning, asking him to cease our communications, or I will pursue evidence to file a harassment complaint, But, no matter how I feel, God's plan is higher than mine. I can't, my feelings and my emotions is not bigger than God. So if he want to use me to bring somebody else to God, no matter if, I get irritated or not, with that particular person from the battles that they're fighting, the evil spirits, then it is not my decision, but it's God's. So I pray that God protects me still, from all evil spirits and those who choose not to willingly obey him. And I also ask God to use me as his vessel, because that's the biggest, that's the bigger purpose, that's the bigger picture, to bring people home to him, to our God, and know who he is, and to know what eternal life is. Because if I was lost, if I didn't know who God was, and I was lost in the world, I would want somebody to do everything they can to try to save me. They can't save me, but try to get me to lead me to the person who can save me, which is Jesus. So, I retract that message that I sent to him, but I'm not gonna pursue anything. I'm gonna let God lead me, because, if a person is still on a particular spiritual level, especially when they battling, it can be all cool at first, but if something like come up in the picture later on, that evil spirit will use this particular situation to further put fuel on the fire for some situation later on down the line. And so you got to be careful and just let God lead you, and not be manipulated by the battles that somebody else is going through.
He grants me being steady. Heavenly peace. If I could explain
figure out what I'm gonna do with the clothes that I have access to distribute it out to people. The more women dressy clothes, I think I'm gonna try to give it to people who's more in the common areas of office, for their profession or whatever, and save a little bit for the homeless too, because you never know if they want to go for a job interview or go to church themselves. So that's one option I'm gonna do with it. And far as men, I got little men clothing. It's a good look bunch, but it's not like the women. Like I got like a lot of women clothes. So I don't even know how to separate the sizes of the women, but I'm gonna try. And we're gonna try to see, can we get that working soon. I still don't know what that look like. I'm still waiting on God to piece together how everything's gonna be distributed out. And that's it on the clothing so far. And as far as this week, I don't know. I don't have anything planned that I know. I thought I was gonna go to Nashville last night, but God brought me back home after I went out last night. So we're gonna see what, this week lies ahead. It was late night and in and out of sleep or whatever, and it's happened almost frequently or whatnot. This is the day that this show would be released, and I didn't know like what else was going to be caught today, on film, but it's all good because we're not worried about the time or the length, which is the same thing. My mind is somewhere because an event happened today. Somebody asked for my number, who apparently gave me a false name, because I know the person that they gave me name. I know who they are, but they told me they was them, which is kind of like weird to me, but everything would piece itself out. So I didn't know what that was for. And then when I texted him back, he called me on the phone. So I waited, then I called him back. And I asked him where he was at, and he said he was walking on the street, but ironically it was quiet, like it was like an enclosed environment if you paid attention to the background. So that was kind of weird to me, so I changed my number. With that particular number, not too many people associated with that number, not too many accounts associated with that, so it still worked out good. And so I did write a song about it too. It's called Focus. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it up or not, because I don't like the quality of it, but the message was very clear. So I'm gonna probably leave it up, but I don't know if I should be focused on that. That's, that's the title of the song anyway, Focus. So I don't know if that should be my main focus or whatnot, but I'm not gonna play too much into that. What else? During the text message, I wanted to verify the tone of the conversation, to give credit to the honesty on my end, and the deceitfulness on the other person's end. To leave it up in the air, and everything. So everything's all good or whatnot. So I came home. I decided not to go back out. That was the plan anyways, because I brought this tripod. Usually I leave it in the car, but I brought it up this time, and we'll see what God has in store for the rest of the night, for the rest of the day, tomorrow, or whatnot. So until next time.
Let me be a vessel you can use, not by my will, but how you choose. You can lead me however